Good morning, day 13. I was told that I should stop here just a minute. I was told that I needed to do a run on Priest Trail while in Eugene, but I haven't run in, I don't know, like 2+ weeks at this point, so very slow. I've already gone the wrong way, but it's fine. I'm still kind of running the trail. Anyways, whew, this is hard. I love how I used to be able to crank out 4-mile runs like no problem, and now I'm like, woo, 4 miles. But I'm sure I'll get better once I get back into it in Colorado. But for now, hiking is the focus. So, I mean, it's not like I feel like taxed aerobically, it's more just like my legs just kind of feel like, ugh. Doesn't matter. Yeah, so I'm gonna finish the run and then I'll go back to Airbnb for breakfast. Yeah. Hello. I think I should give a bit of an update. I actually don't have a campsite for tonight. I never did, because Mount Rainier isn't really open for camping yet, probably because they have snow, a lot of snow on the ground still. But because there was snow in the forecast and it's gonna be really cold, like even if it doesn't snow, it's gonna rain and it's gonna be like 35 and raining. I think that I'm not going to go there. I think I'm gonna head to the coast where it's gonna be 50 and raining, which isn't, ideal, but it is Washington and that's what Washington does. So we're gonna try out that one instead. I think I found some campsites. Good thing it's midweek, and I think I found some campsites at a state park in Washington, but I can't reserve them because it's like past the deadline to reserve or whatever. So I'm just gonna figure out what happens there and drive over there, and yeah, I'm gonna try and get 4 hours today. Hopefully that puts me someplace nice, and we'll see what happens. And I'll get rained on because it's Washington. Well, I ended up at Cape Disappointment. Haven't figured out why it's called that yet, but I made it to the coast. I'm in Washington now. I was in Oregon earlier. I went to Cannon Beach on recommendation to get a crepe. The creperie was closed. Too bad. Anyways, so now I'm at this lighthouse. You can't see it. Yes, it's a very cool lighthouse at the beach. We'll go down to the beach in a minute. Just want to see the lighthouse first and read about Lewis and Clark and stuff like that. So, let you know how the reading goes. Well, I haven't figured out exactly why it's called Cape Disappointment, but this is where Lewis and Clark saw the Pacific Ocean for the first time on their journey. So, part of me thinks it's fitting that I ended up stopping here, coming from St. Louis. Has been over 3,000 miles. Obviously not the same route Lewis and Clark took, but I don't know. It just seems kind of cool. That's the Cape Disappointment Lighthouse behind me. Well, there's an interpretive center here, but it's obviously not open. It's like 6 p.m. Still kind of raining on and off. Haven't yet decided if I'm sleeping in my tent or in my car. I set up my tent. Now I'm kind of regretting it because now it's wet. Or it might be wet, I don't know. I chose a spot of ground that looked kind of dry, so maybe it's fine, maybe it's not, who knows. Anyways, I had kind of a late lunch, so I don't really feel like having dinner yet. I don't know, we'll see what happens. Well, I made it down to the beach before sunset. I think I'm gonna sleep in my car, that's the plan, so that I don't have to take down a wet tent. So the wet tent was already wet because it rained, so I took it down now, but I don't have to take down a wet tent in the morning. Yeah. So, here's where am we seeing? Well, the campground's in the trees right there behind me. But I feel like this is a good time to wrap up today. I didn't know where I was going to end up, and it's a pretty good place to end up. I think it's fitting to stop at the coast. Don't know why it wasn't originally on my plan, but it became part of it. So I guess part of this road trip is also being a little bit spontaneous. Not too much. I'm trying not to get wet. The water's coming towards me. Yeah. And also it's fitting, I feel like, coming from St. Louis to end where Lewis and Clark ending. I'm not ending my road trip, but to get to where Lewis and Clark did at the Columbia River confluence. So yeah, pretty interesting. Very cloudy and rainy here, but I think that's to be expected for the area. And it's starting to rain again, so go set up my bed inside my car and probably call it a night because I'm really tired. And there isn't going to be a sunset tonight, so it's just too cloudy. Oh well. Commander Z, signing off.